Good day, gents. In this video I'm going to talk to you about weapon selection. So it's pretty important to know what weapons to use in survival to survive, and I recommend the L86 and the MG36 for general, wave destroying. The L86 and MG36 reload quite quickly. It's pretty important to have guns that reload quickly. The other guns reload very slowly, and even with sleight of hand, you'll have times where they just mess you up so bad, and you definitely want to stay pretty dynamic. And the MG36 and L86 are just all around pretty decent. I mean, they're not both the most powerful, but I still recommend them. I use the L86 first, and then the MG... Whoa! Danger. More danger. Alright. So yeah, I use the L86 first, deplete that, and then the MG36. I prefer L86 with red dot. I used to use grip on it quite a bit, but I use red dot on it now to just tag people at a distance easier. And MG36 with grip, because it feels kind of wonky with red dot, for me at least. Alright, sometimes you'll find yourself running the maps. So if you're running the maps, I would recommend an ACR. If you're doing it moderately. If you run the maps quite a bit, like if you have an entire strategy oriented around running maps, then I recommend the PP90 or the P90. So the P90's got a big old clip, and okay, I'm gonna expose myself so they stop throwing grenades and aggress me, because they are gonna kill me with grenades. So the PP90 is a great running gun. It's very. I don't know if you actually run faster with them, but you can deploy the weapon faster and probably deploy other equipment faster, like C4 and flashbangs and stuff like that. So I always run with the PP90. You're usually going to be doing damage through airstriking and claymores in C4 when you're running maps, and not so much with the SMGs itself anyhow. So the selection is not that important. Alright, so my highest on this is, I don't know, 32 on PC at least. And I was like, that's kind of low. Let's try to get higher than that. I'm surprised it got so far, because usually when I'm talking while doing these things, it just gets messed up like really quickly. Okay, these guys are tagging me real hard. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Alright, the ACR is pretty good though, because you can hit people at long range. It doesn't have any kind of recoil to it or anything like that. And you can really unload and pick off various people at range. Because often or not, when you're running the maps, you're going to be tagging the dogs, and then the minions, and then you're going to work the juggernauts. And with the ACR, it's like so easy to deploy and just rake people from a distance, so it's a good running gun. It's good for moderate running, but if you're doing an entire strategy, like I said, around running, then definitely go with an SMG. And when it comes to the shotguns, I don't recommend ever buying a shotgun if you plan on going past level 30. These guns, they lose their value so quickly. So I got a helicopter round. I should should have got a gosh darn sentry gun. Yeah, a lot of people like to buy the striker, but this the shotgun loses their effectiveness pretty quickly, so I don't ever buy it anymore. I think I'm going to continue recording just to see how far I get here. You know what I have? I have that thing. I'm just going to throw that out there randomly. That was a lot better than I expected. A lot better. Sometimes I don't expect anything from my airstrikes. Usually they don't come from this side here. It's probably because I'm spending a lot of time over there. But you can put a sentry gun over right here somewhere, maybe over here, and they will typically not come from the side, but when they do, they'll be distracted by the sentry gun. They won't be firing at you, and you just watch the other side. But it's very important not to expose yourself to the choppers when you're doing this over here. They'll tag you pretty hard, even from afar. By the way, shooting at the blades is just as good as shooting at the nose. You could do a simple experiment with the MK, and you'll notice that they all take the same amount of shots. Doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm going to have to start laying stuff down here. It's about time. I'm spending a lot of time on these guys. Other channels like ours. Okay, this is not going to end well. I definitely spend too much time doing stuff. It's not end well for me. Oh, forgot to throw a flashbang again. I mean, it might not have helped in that situation, but it might have. It's definitely beneficial to try to throw a flashbang before you do that shit. But I always forget. I'm always too impatient. Anyways, that was a pretty decent round. I'll see you next video. After I show you my ranking, of course. So it's going to be pretty high because it's Steam PC. 47, yeah. It's kind of what I expected.